Sometime last year, I worked on a Web3 project with a foreign client. The project actually taught me a very expensive lesson. I'm not actually going to focus on sharing my designs and all of that. I'm basically going to share with you guys my experience and then the lessons that I learned in a very hard way. This project is actually for a stable coin, right? And I was meant to design both the whole website designs and the pitch deck, all right? It was actually very sad because I invested so much energy into this project. It took me so much time. I was shuffling within this project and there are many other freelance gigs I was working at the time, but I made this one priority because I felt like I was going to get something huge out of it. In this project, actually, I didn't receive any payment upfront whatsoever. I just started working on the project with the promise, to be paid an equity at the end of the day, all of these things. So the founder actually said that I was going to meet with some angel investors and all of those things to just start working. And then when perhaps they must have made some payments, then we start receiving something based on the equity. So before I actually started the project, we agreed on a 5% equity before we start. All right. So I actually worked on this project with the foreign client and then two Nigerians, which me and the developer guy. So at some point while the project was going on, it changed. Everything we were saying earlier about the equity and all of that changed entirely. So it got to a point that we know that we no longer have future with the project. We had to leave. This project actually taught me three things. One is that what is not written is assumed that it doesn't exist, right? So any equity or any agreement made with word of mouth doesn't really make sense. It doesn't hold water at the end of it. Because any party can decide to wake up one day and say that this is not what they said. There is no any serious evidence you can use again. So if you must go on equity with anybody, make sure that there is a written agreement. Secondly, this is the area where we designers lose most cases, right? Because whenever you design and your design is implemented, there is nothing you can do about it if you don't get paid. Before you give anybody access to your file, your design file, be it a client or even the developers, you must make sure that you must have gotten a good percentage of the money, depending on the agreement you had with the client, maybe 50-50 or anything, so that you don't lose at the end of the day. Learn this lesson in a very hard way. And lastly, if you're going to work on any project as a designer, make sure you have the PRD of the project. You should have a scope, and then on the deliverables that you need to do in the design should be well stipulated, because most times these things make projects lag, and then the founder can work up at any moment that he wants to have feature A or feature B, which is going to basically affect you as a designer. All of these things are things that having a PRD and then having an agreement and a scope for the project is going to actually help you solve to a very large extent. So this happened to me. I don't know who may need to hear this, right? So you must not have all the experiences for you to learn. You can learn from other person's experience. So and as well, feel free to learn from mine. All right. So if you like UI, UX, and design related content like this, you can hit the like button and follow, and I'll see you on the next one.